about it is power behind each punch.
He is definitely a heavy-handed puncher. There's no question about it. And even though he's really coming after his man, he's actually being more patient than I've seen him be in his last 4 fights.
Marvin's doing the right thing. Forget about the crowd. Box this guy. Don't stand there and trade punches.
Haglar had a good combination in close that time.
Ahí viene, ahí viene. Ahí la derecha.
Much the best of that. Every time Roldan scores, good counter punching right hand by Haglar. I was going to say, every time Roldan scores, Haglar gets out of it. Discretion being the better part of that.
See, Marvin now is starting to run to Roldan. He's starting to get his time, but then again, he's being hit by those bombs.
He is getting hit. There's no question about it. A left hand by Roldan. Roldan just stalking him,
And he's cutting that right hand. You see, guys, every time that Roldan goes down, he's able to come up with some kind of punch, like the uppercuts.
Uppercuts have been effective for him. The other thing that he's doing is he's setting up his right hand with his left, which is something he hasn't done.
See, Marvin's found it very difficult to really get this guy in a stationary position to land some shots.
Actually, Roldan scored with a counter-punching right hand. He's not usually the counter-puncher.
Watch what happens when Marvin starts to throw his punches. He starts to put his feet together because he's got...
Roldan was hurt by Haglar there. He's down between the ropes. And the left eye. It is closed. Just like that, his right eye just shut. I don't know if it was a punch or a butt or what it was. And Haglar's after him now. He knows he has the man hurt. I've never seen an eye close, Larry, that quickly with a punch.
It seemed to me to come as a result of a wrong leaping punch, and in that case it's possible that a third got there, but you can see immediately that Roldan winced in his corner. The corner is working feverishly on that eye right now. Let's take a look here. Haglar goes after him. Again, that was not a clean knockdown. He knocked him back into the ropes. Roldan was going away from him and sort of just slipped off balance. There is the punch that apparently hurt his eye. And suddenly you see Roldan is trying to cover up and protect himself.
Sacale los guantes, sacale los guantes.
Pero no te entregué, Roldan, por favor, no te entregué. No te entregues.
And that eye is still bothering Roldan. There's no question about it. He's blinking his eye as he came out. And I think we're seeing a little bit of anger here, and that could be the kiss of death.
I guess it's obvious now that he turned the whole fight completely around.
You just hate to see that, because this really has been an outstanding fight so far, particularly for Juan Roldan. Right alongside the nose now. I don't believe it's from the eye.
Although I'm sure it's unintentional.
Sensing the kill here. The blood is coming from the bridge of the nose, but the eye is not in good shape.
You'll see more desperation from Juan Roldan now because he's trying to get in every shot, every punch that he possibly can. I'm sure his vision is a little blurred, and what Haglar should probably do is move more so to his left.
He is still blinking that eye, and it's only a matter of time until he shoots it. Haglar pulls the master and working on a situation like that.
Now the eye's starting to swell, bro.
So Juan Roldan's going to have to go hard from here. There's no question about it. It's a shame that something like that has to happen in this situation. It was, as you mentioned, unintentional. Nevertheless, it's really marred this fight. Just exactly what happened. Talk about that between rounds here.
Normally when something like this occurs, handicap, his vision is blurred. Because of his experience, he can deal with it. Like myself and Tom Hearn's fight. But Roldan does not have the type of experience to deal with a fighter like Marvin Haglar, especially when it comes handicap. Haglar's going to take control because the eye probably will be closed by the end of this round.
He's not going to see the left hand coming, and of course that is just nothing but trouble.
Alex really bad. And now that the left hook, as Marvin became orthodox now.
I trust Marvin will go to the orthodox style much more often. Also a cut on the bridge of the nose. That was there earlier. In a no-win situation, barring the totally unforeseen.
Sitting down in his corner wisely, watches they treat him.
Dame el bucal.
Cold steel contrast putting on the eye, trying to keep it from closing completely.
Déjame. No te me entregué, Roldan. No, no puedo ver. No es nada, no es nada. Está que yo te la estoy sacando con esto.
There's a long leaping punch. I didn't see the thumb actually get there. It looked just like the fist happened to land in a very vulnerable spot in the eye. Perhaps we'll roll that back again later and show it.
Tenga esto.
He's giving up, Roldan. He's giving up. I'm taking good care of your eye. There's nothing to worry about. He is giving up. Do not give up. Roldan, do not give up.
This is a 7-to-1 underdog, and I imagine those people who laid the odds are a bit nervous after 3 rounds.
Well, the eye, of course, of Roldan virtually closed. It makes him half a fighter, I think, by essentially.
It makes you more determined, but it also makes you more so aware that your chances are slimmer. I feel that once again, an experienced fighter, he knows exactly how to deal with that situation. And a fighter like Roldan, who doesn't particularly have the type of experience to deal with this situation, is in for a little trouble. I think what's going to compensate for his inexperience is his own determination and heart.
And of course, Haglar coming with that left hook, it is very difficult for Juan Roldan to see it. And therefore, oddly enough, get out of the way from it. And a combination by Haglar as Roldan coming up. Now Haglar backs him away with another combination. Roldan taking punishment on the eye, being given Marvin Haglar virtually at will. There's a good right hand by Haglar. Nobody could have seen it.
Hold it, Frank. Frank's the back.
Seems as hard as Marvin Haglar tries to impress, something always happens that takes the edge off a victory for him.
Well, one thing about it in this particular fight here is the fact that Haglar is somewhat a little fatigued himself because he had to withstand the barrage of punches thrown by Roldan.
Counter-punching left hand by Haglar, the best punch of that exchange.
I think what Haglar wants to do now is get his rhythm going and really get this guy in a lot of trouble.
Roldan's still on top of him, but his punch is not quite having the steam that they did early on. Roldan's still scoring with those punches, even though he is essentially a one-eyed fighter. One shot, one score. Roldan just not able to see the punches coming. That's it.
Well, there's no question now that Roldan can take a punch. We've seen 2 or 3 real good solid right hands by Haglar.
It's a matter of time. You can't see it. He's a one-eyed fighter right now.
Yeah. Okay, Marv, let me give a little water here. Now you get all the rhythm, Marv. Now he's a punching bag.
See you catch him.
Punching bag, Marv.
He can't last long now.
The pressure is tying up.
Bust that eye open, he's all set. Work those uppercuts inside. Hands up, back up, boom, boom, put them together. You can get that overhand left, let it go. You bust it right open.
Shut up, that's working beautiful.
He's even hanging down inside on it. All right? Okay, so you own this guy.
You own this guy.
Let's take a look at one of those right hands. It was a leaping right hand. He didn't have all the steam.